Hello everyone, in this video we're going to learn how to summarize data visually. We will first learn about conditional formatting. Conditional formatting helps us to explore and analyze data and to identify any patterns or trends that is not easily visible or detectable by just looking at the data. Thus, conditional formatting makes it easy for us to highlight any ranges of cells in order to emphasize unusual values. By applying conditional formatting, we're able to visualize the data using color scales, data bars, and icon sets. Thus, by applying conditional formatting changes, we're able to change the appearance of cells on the basis of the conditions we specify. If the data meets the specific condition, then Excel applies the formatting that we have selected. If it does not meet the conditions, then the formatting is not applied. The conditional formatting rules can be found under the Home tab on the right-hand side. When you click on conditional formatting, you can see the variety of rules that you can choose from. You can highlight cell rules that meet one of these conditions, or you can choose the second option to highlight the top 10 items, the top 10%, the bottom 10 items, and so on from your dataset. You can also select data bars. For example, if we select the data in column B, and if we select the data bar rule, we can see here in this visualization that the data bar represents the value in the cell. A longer bar represents a higher value, whereas a shorter bar represents a lower value. This can be a useful tool in identifying high values or low values, especially when you have a bigger data set. You can also apply conditional formatting based on color scales. Color scales can be using 3 color scales or 2 color scales. The color scales help us to understand data distribution and variation. For example, if we use the data set in column C, and if we apply conditional formatting using the 2 color scale, here the darker green colors denote higher values in our data set, whereas the yellow colors denote a lower value. You can also customize the color scales. First, select the data, click on conditional formatting, select more rules, and here for the 2 color scale, you can select the color corresponding to the lowest value, and you can select the colors for the highest values. The results are displayed here in column C. The higher colors are represented by a darker blue color, whereas the lower values are represented with a lighter blue color. Similarly, you can use a 3 color scale. Let's select the data in column D, and let's select a 3 color scale. So as seen here, the red colors denote a higher value, the green colors denote a lower value, and the yellow colors denote a mid value. You can further customize this. For example, let's select the data in column E, and let's click on more rules. Here, let's select 3 color scale, and here for the lowest value, let's use a lighter blue shade. For the midpoint, let's select a medium blue shade, and for the highest values, let's select a navy shade. You can also apply conditional formatting by using icon sets. For example, let's select the data in column F. Let's click on conditional formatting. Let's select icon sets. So here you can see that we're using an icon to classify data into 3 categories or up to 5 categories. They can be separated by using a threshold value as well, by using more rules. Here you can choose to show icons when a specific value or by evaluating a specific statement. For example, we can say that we want to show the green tick symbol when the value is greater than or equal to 50. No icon should be used. Let's click on OK. So here you can see that for all the values above 50, a green tick symbol is applied. We can also use one of the default sets that we have seen already built in. So here, for lower values, you're seeing a down arrow. For medium values, you're seeing a yellow arrow, and for higher values, you're seeing a green arrow. So color scales can help us in understanding the data distribution and variation in our data set. And this is useful if we are dealing with a bigger data set. To summarize data visually, we can also use Sparklines. A Sparkline is basically a very small chart in a worksheet cell. It helps us to visually interpret the data, especially when you're dealing with large quantities of data. By using Sparklines, you're able to quickly identify any trends in your values, such as increases or decreases, or you're able to quickly identify the maximum or minimum values in your data set. So let's use the data in column H till column K for our Sparkline visualization. Let's click on the Insert tab, click on Sparklines, and let's try the first option. Here we need to specify the data range. Next, we need to specify where we want to place the data. Once the Sparkline is created, we can also choose any one of the pre-built designs that Excel has. We can also select high points, low points, or denote negative points, if any. We can also mark the first point, the last point, and set markers. You can also choose your own colors by clicking on marker color and setting different colors for the different points. For example, for negative points, let's choose red. For high points, let's choose navy. You're also able to choose your own color for the Sparklines. Now let's try the second type of Sparkline. So let's click on the Insert tab. Let's click on Sparklines, and now let's choose the second option. Here again, we need to first specify our data set. Next, we need to specify the location where we want to display the column. And here again, you're able to choose the different designs. The Design tab for Sparklines will not show up if you click anywhere outside of the table. Only when you click on the Sparkline Design tab shows up. Here again, you're able to choose your own colors, and you're able to use certain colors to mark certain points. You can also mark the high points, the low points, the first point, the last point. Now let's try the third option. Let's click on the Insert tab, let's click on Sparklines, and select Win-Loss. Here again, we're going to select our data set, and we're going to specify where we want to place the result. We're able to choose the high points, the low points, and the negative points. We can also select specific colors for specific points. So a win-loss Sparkline indicates to us which point is positive, negative, or 0. When you click on the Sparkline Design tab shows up. All the designs that you see here have different names. So when you hover on it, you're able to select the style according to its name. If you would like to delete a Sparkline group, select the Sparkline and under the Sparkline tab on the right hand side and choose whether you want to clear specific Sparklines or you want to clear the entire group. Let's say we want to clear only one Sparkline from column N. We're going to select the first option, Clear Selected Sparklines.